Have you ever pondered how a republic, seemingly unbeatable at the height of its power, could be driven to the brink of collapse by its closest allies? This is the narrative of Rome's social war, a struggle that wasn't fought against foreign invaders, but between the eternal city and the very people who had helped it conquer the ancient world. A republic on the edge. The year was 91 BCE. Rome was the heart of the known world, a busy metropolis where senators debated in the Curia, merchants hawked their products in the Forum, and plebeians interacted with strangers from faraway nations. The Italian peninsula was peppered with towns and cities linked to Rome by treaties. These Italian allies, or Socii, had fought side by side with Roman legions, bringing soldiers, resources, and allegiance to the Republic's conquests. Yet beyond this appearance of solidarity, hatred boiled. For decades, the Socii have borne the pains of war without gaining its fruits. While Romans enjoyed the advantages of citizenship, including the opportunity to vote, the allies remained outsiders within the very republic they had helped construct. Their sacrifices went unnoticed, their voices unheard. The imbalance was apparent, and whispers of discontent began to resonate over the countryside. Seeds of rebellion. In the central Italian mountains, among the strong and independent Marsi tribe, the seeds of insurrection were taking root. Quintus Poppaedius Silo, a charismatic leader, emerged as a voice for the oppressed. With fiery speeches, he roused his people, declaring that the moment had come to demand justice. The Marsi, like many other tribes, had seen their territories shrunk and their rights denied. Silo's vision was clear. If Rome would not grant them citizenship, they would take it by force. Back in Rome, a young reformer called Marcus Livius Drusus sensed the storm rising. As a tribune of the plebs, Drusus supported giving citizenship to the Italian allies, believing that a united Italy could strengthen the Republic. But his progressive agenda collided with the entrenched interests of Rome's aristocracy. Senators feared losing their dominance, plebeians resented relinquishing their rights, and landowners protested at the thought of providing advantages to the Socii. Drusus' reforms were struck down, and his assassination under strange circumstances dashed the last hope for a peaceful resolution. The Italian Confederacy rises. The death of Drusus was the final straw. In the shadows of woodlands and the isolation of mountain valleys, the Italian allies began to gather. Tribes that had long been adversaries banded together, becoming the Italian Confederacy. They created their own capital in Corfinium, renamed it Italia, and even struck coins to represent their unity. This was no mere insurrection. It was the creation of a competing government. The Italian Confederacy declared war in 91 BCE, and the social war, Bellum Sociale, erupted. The Marsi, the Samnites, the Lucanians, and others took up arms. Their leaders, especially Silo and the Samnite general Gaius Papius Mutilus, understood the chances were against them. Rome's legions were many and battle-hardened, but the allies fought with the desperation of warriors who had nothing to lose. Rome's struggle. Rome was caught off surprise by the ferocity and coordination of the insurrection. Skirmishes developed into full-scale conflicts. Italian forces adopted guerrilla tactics, ambushing Roman supply lines and attacking at outposts. The Senate, divided and indecisive, picked generals who supported raw force over negotiation. Among them were Lucius Julius Caesar and Gnaeus Pompeius Strabo, men tasked with quelling the uprising at any cost. The first major confrontations, especially the Battle of Nola, were savage. Both sides incurred significant casualties. Roman discipline contrasted with the Italians' deep understanding of the harsh terrain. Entire towns were ripped apart, as neighbors and even family members found themselves on opposing sides of the fight. The turning tide. By 90 BCE, the fighting had reached a fever pitch. Rome, desperate to restore control, passed the Lex Julia, offering citizenship to any ally who laid down their arms. It was a planned move to divide the Confederacy, and it worked. Some tribes accepted the offer, but the most steadfast, like the Samnites, continued the war. Lucius Cornelius Sulla, a rising figure in Roman politics and a skilled general, seized charge. Ruthless and crafty, Sulla launched a series of campaigns to break the Confederacy. He attacked their strongholds, cutting off supply lines and driving their army into pitched engagements where Roman discipline might dominate. The Battle of Asculum was among the most critical engagements. Though the Romans emerged triumphant, the cost was tremendous, with thousands dying on both sides. A Pyrrhic victory. By 89 BCE, the Confederacy was dissolving. The persistent pressure of Rome's troops, along with internal differences, eroded their resolve. The Samnites battled to the absolute end, but even their fabled resilience could not overcome Rome's strength. One by one, the tribes submitted. Rome's success came at a hefty price. The Italian peninsula lay shattered, its towns and farmland disfigured by years of war. The Republic had survived collapse, but its underpinnings had been undermined. The social war compelled Rome to confront the injustices that had prompted the insurrection. Over time, citizenship was extended to all free people of Italy, satisfying the very demand that had sparked the struggle. Legacy of the social war. The social war was more than a military battle. It was a turning event in Roman history. It changed the Republic, preparing the ground for the ascent of characters like Sulla, Pompey, and Julius Caesar. It also showed the weakness of a system that relied on the loyalty of those it subjugated. In the end, the Socii earned a bittersweet win. They got citizenship, but at a huge cost. The war's legacy served as a clear reminder that even the mightiest republics are subject to the forces of injustice and discontent. The Chronicle of Rome's social war is a tale of ambition, betrayal, and resilience. It's a narrative of how regular people, pushed to the sidelines, may rally to oppose the biggest powers of their time. With that stated, thanks for watching. Until next time.